We got more books to track down, apparently. Looks like Sophia is going to be someone we got to pay a lot of attention to. So, I've also got some assassins I can recruit. But let's do Sophia first. I was watching Ubisoft had a stream earlier today. When I was working, I was watching them. And they were playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But they were playing there's a new mode. Well, it's been out for a little while, but they were playing the newest mode called Forgotten Saga. Where it's like a roguelike. It was really neat. I've actually never played that mode because, it's in Valhalla and I haven't beat Valhalla, and I've got this weird thing where I like play through the main story and then play the DLC, even if they don't have to be in that order. I just like to do it in that order because I'm afraid like I won't get the best story experience if I do that. I don't know. But yeah, it was really cool. It was really neat. But I also got in an argument with somebody in the chat because whenever like a developer streams anything, people decide that that's the appropriate time to come in and let everyone know what their opinions are on some game or some DLC or something that they didn't like the way the developer did something in one of the games, and they killed it and they ruined it and it was the worst ever and blah blah blah. And then when the mods for that channel delete their message, they get up on this soapbox about how free speech doesn't mean anything anymore, and people are over here silencing me because of my opinions, and how does it feel to be the oppressor, and blah blah blah, and all this stuff. And I don't know why this guy rubbed me the wrong way so bad, and so I just messaged him. I whispered him. I didn't do it publicly, and I just said, hey, like, I'm sorry you didn't like the thing. They deleted your message because, how would you feel if people came into where you work and then yelled at you about the job that you're doing and said you were terrible at it and that you were doing terrible, or that they didn't like whatever product you were selling or something, right? Like, so why do you like feel like you can come in there and do that? And then this guy was like, "Oh, look, you're coming in here. You're so what he said. You're such a snowflake. You can't even take someone's opinion that's different than your own, or whatever. Like, just trying to be the biggest troll." And he's like, "You guys need to look up the definition of freedom of speech and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Freedom of speech is not freedom to be an asshole. Like, that's not." And he's like, "Oh, you're cursing at me now. I'm gonna report you to the authorities. I hope you enjoyed having a Twitch account because that's gone now, dude." I was just like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "Look, you report me, and they're gonna see this entire conversation, and then I guarantee that they'll know who the actual bad person is in all this." Like, I was just like, "How can you be so delusional?" And then he's like, "You keep harassing me," and I was like, "All you have to do is block me. Just click block. If you reported me, on the report page, it says, 'In the meantime, would you like to block this person?' And you can just click the button there. It says block." So finally, I just blocked him. Not that it mattered, but I was just like, I can't believe people are like that. Like, why do we have to be that way? I don't know. What'd you say? Just myself. Listen, chat is both a place and a mindset. It's a state of mind. It's like my inner therapist, right? Like, it's all those things. Pray into chat right now is what I'm doing. Is this no, this is not a thing. Oh, there's some stuff back here. This is where we're gonna go. Is this where a key is? Why did I just stuck my thing in that hole? That's what he just did. I don't know where that hole's been. I have to wash that thing now. Investigate the tower, but be careful. Okay. Whoops. Yikes. Oh, great. I love these in every video game they're ever in. It always feels great to suddenly be in a driving game. Freedom of speech, man. I wanted to play the veteran card, but I didn't. I wanted to be like, you don't even know what freedom means or what freedom of speech is. He had 93 in his name, so I was like, that's your birth year, isn't it? You know, I was thinking that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I was thinking that in my head. But I didn't mention it. I was like, no, it's, you know, that's no excuse for being like that. I just don't get it. Like you're subscribed to their channel and you know when they go live, but you're just here to complain to them, and like you think they're gonna what? Be like, oh, Brandon 93, you're right. You know what? We're gonna go and change that right now and fix this thing that you say is broken. We're gonna go fix that for you, buddy. You're the only one who's ever told us that that's wrong. Gamer world, unite and rejoice, because Brandon's gonna fix this game. I just don't know what they get out of it. What do they get out of going and yelling at these people? I'll tell you what they get out of it. They get a place to vent their frustrations of other parts of their life. You know? Now I'm doing a service to the public right now. To see, the difference is I didn't go to someone else's thing and start ranting about, you know, the stuff they were working on. This is my thing that I'm ranting on. Oh, I didn't even look to see if he had a channel. I'm not like, I wasn't like out to get him, but like he was like saying like, oh, you know, they're just censoring him, blah blah blah, and it's terrible. And I was like, no, you're just being a jerk. Like, it was a jerky thing you said. You didn't have anything meaningful to say, and you didn't state your opinion. You stated it as though it were a fact. He's like, this is the worst DLC ever. Like. So of course they deleted it. Like, what does that do other than just add negativity? I don't know. I should have just ignored it. Shouldn't even like feed the beast, you know? But it's just not, it just feels unfair that, because I know that like I've heard firsthand from devs talking in interviews and stuff about like how disheartening it is, because they put out a thing And then they go and they want to see people enjoying it because that was the point of doing it, right? That was the whole point of making the thing. They're not like getting rich off of it. Like we're talking about like the programmers who program these things. Like they're not getting rich. They're doing it because they love video games and they love creating things for other people to enjoy. And then they go to these things and people are just like pooping on it. And it's like heartbreaking because you spent all this time and effort on it. And then people just are saying mean things about it. But no one, it's just like people just don't care about other people's opinions anymore. Like, or not their opinions, but their feelings. Like, they don't treat them as humans. It just feels so wrong to me. Like, there are places to, like, have your opinion expressed. Like, I think, like, most of the Ubisoft games that I've played, like, they generally have, like, surveys and stuff. You know? And if you want to have your opinion, like, known to developers, like, join insider programs, join beta programs, beta test games. I just beta tested Motorfest and then filled out a survey at the end saying things that I liked, things that I didn't like, parts of it that were like hard to on board with, like where I thought they needed to do more tutorial stuff. All those things were in that survey. So you can do it in like a productive way that they'll actually hear and listen to. Instead of just going into the Ubisoft Twitch channel and spewing just vile hatred for this thing that you obviously care about, you know, but you're just saying it's the worst ever because they did this one thing you didn't like. Anyway, we're playing video games here, if you couldn't tell. This might be my last stream because my channel's going to get banned because I said that guy was being an asshole. So, if you don't see me after this, that's why. But it just feels unfair sometimes, you know? Like that those people just go unchallenged. And like I worry that makes them feel like it's okay. It's like, what did you say? That's what I said. I said freedom of speech is not freedom to be an asshole. That's what I said. Right, no, I didn't necessarily call him an asshole. He inferred that heavily. And his English was terrible, like... Well, you're right. It was hard to read what he was saying. They were just giant blocks of text. And he didn't use, like, any punctuation. And I had a real, like, old man on a porch moment of, like, this is what's wrong with America. That's what I thought. I was like, this is what's wrong with America right here. These kind of people who think that, you know, their opinion is golden sacrosanct. What am I supposed to do here? I'm not seeing it. Climb up this? No. Oh, I'm supposed to do a long jump. There it is. Look, the tooltip just popped up. See, they thought of everything. There it is. That's good video game design right there. So that timer means that I'm almost at my 6-minute mark. Yeah, there it is. I failed to get through this level in 6 minutes. Oh, there's chests down here. $1,615. That's a lot of dollars. I forgot to put that I was going live. So nobody knows. Nobody knows. Dokale. What? I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's see. Is the button up here? Yeah, okay. There's a false wall here. Open the hidden door. Okay. A hidden switch. Oh, excuse me. Oh man. This looks like a key. It's an AOL trial disc. You remember those? The internet discs you would get? You'd be like in magazines and all that.
Toprağa sürüyorum, sürüyorum ama toprak zapt taştı. Tarlayı almak kurtardı. Kardeşimi dinledim. Çok fazla çalışıyorum. Tüm gün kutu taşıyorum. Akşamları hiç boş vakit.
Yeah. Yeah, so we are playing the Assassin's Creed franchise, if you didn't know. We are on the 4th game right now on Revelations. Number 4. Next is one I'm really excited for, which is Assassin's Creed 3, which is the one that takes place in America during the Revolutionary War, which I think is really neat. It's a really cool time setting. I feel like we don't see many games in that time period. So I'm interested to see what that's like. Bookshops here. And that one follows Connor, who is a Native American assassin. So that is really neat. I think if I remember correctly, he is the offspring of a Native American woman and Hashem, who I think he was a Templar, or maybe he was he an assassin or a Templar? I can't remember. But anyway, I've started that game a few times, but I've not gotten very far in it just because I got distracted by other stuff coming out, new stuff coming out, or things in life happening. Did that just take me back the wrong way? It did. Whoops. Yeah, so now that I'm like committed to doing this, for some reason it's a lot easier to like keep up with these games because like I feel like I've got an audience, although not much of one, but there's like something to keep me going on it, right? I've committed to doing this thing, to playing all these games before Mirage comes out, which is in 77 days, 3 hours, and 2 minutes. So hopefully this time I'll be able to keep up and play through all these games.
You held
Although-
fire in your hand, old man. It should have been destroyed.
Destroy the only thing capable of ending the Crusades and creating true peace? Never.
There is a looming
But the Emperor corrupted you.
a
For you,
looming
it would have corrupted
game
us.
that might
For us
ruin
to
that,
live, you had to die.
which would be Starfield, because I believe Starfield comes out in September,
Is it truly over?
and
Is
Mirage
that
comes out in
sorcerer
October.
dead?
So
He was no
it's going to
sorcerer.
be tough.
Just an ordinary man in command of illusions. Have you prepared the pyre?
I have, but Altair, some of the men will not stand for such a thing.
Let me handle it.
It doesn't sound like Altair's voice, but even though I just played the game like 2 games ago, it doesn't sound like his voice.
Are you fit to travel?
Well enough, yes.
I asked Malik to ride to Jerusalem with news of Al-Mulim's death. Would you ride to Acre and do the same?
Of course. What is happening?
They're carrying this dude's body.
How did it come to this? My mind was clear, but my body, it would not move.
Was our mentor the cause of this confusion?
I do not believe
Try to do this without letting go of the forward button. There we go, cutscene.
What has happened here?
Our mentor deceived us all. The Templars corrupted him.
Where is your proof?
Walk with me, Abbas, and I will explain.
And if I find your answers wanting?
I will talk until you are satisfied. Do you remember the artifact we recovered from Robert de Sable in Solomon's temple?
The artifact you were sent to retrieve, but others delivered?
Yes. It is a Templar tool. The Apple of Eden. It can conjure illusions and control men's minds. A deadly weapon.
And you believe Al-Mualim fell under its spell?
I do. Today he used the apple to enslave Masyaf. You saw that for yourself.
I do not know what I saw.
Listen, Abbas. The apple is safe in Al-Mulim's study. When I'm finished here, I will show you all I know.
The Templars wanted to use the apple to control the minds of men and force them into obedience and
I
order
must know that he cannot
as a
return.
way
But
to
this is
have
not our
true
way.
and lasting peace,
To burn a man's
basically
body is
taking away their
forbidden.
willpower.
Defiler!
Hear me out. This body could be another one of Al-Mulim's phantoms. I must be certain.
Lies! All your life, you have made a mockery of our creed. You bend the rules to suit your whims, while belittling and humiliating those around you. Restrain him!
Did you not hear him? Al-Mualim is bewitched.
Dang.
I can do anything. I can take care of those. All right, you win.
Pushing the button.
No need to kill you.
Just supposed to disarm all these guys? Yeah. Alright, I did it. Why did I bring Fist to a
What
sword
did I
fight?
tell you, Altair?
What's up, Tardis?
Abbas, stop!
What
I was
did you
trying not
think
to
would
kill
happen
those guys
when you murdered our beloved mentor?
because they're my brothers.
Less than anyone. You blamed him for all your misfortune, even your father's suicide.
My father was a hero.
This is not the time to quarrel over the past. We must decide what to do with that weapon.
Whatever this artifact is capable of, you are not worthy to wield it.
No man is.
It is beautiful, is it not?
Uh-oh. What did he do? Cover the apple. Uh-oh. Ouch. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, here we go. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Go fast, go fast. Come on, hurry up. Get up there. Oh. Yikes. You're just... My brother wouldn't stab me, I'm just saying.
Are they dead?
Well, they think that I
Forgive me.
betrayed them.
I did not know.
Have you anything to teach us? Or would you lead us all to ruin?
Oh, hey, I got 100%. So that was in the past from the first game. Well, technically it wasn't in the first game, but that's
Altair,
about the first game.
barely 26 and already a Grandmaster in command of a divided order. How does one cope with such responsibility and unlimited power?
I don't know, ask Spider-Man. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Peter Parker do. Just waiting, it's gonna spaz out and spit us into another timeline. Ah! Oh, I got a Uplay
Made the
achievement.
acquaintance of an Ottoman prince named Suleiman. He's a clever young man, with a fortitude uncommon for his age. On his suggestion, I will be investigating some wayward Janissaries, who may be in league with the Templars. With luck, they will lead me
How you
straight
doing
to
today,
the core of
TARDIS?
the Templars' leadership.
Hope today treated you
Meanwhile,
well.
the Venetian Sophia Sartor continues to help me find the hidden Masyaf keys. She is a diligent woman, full of passion and vigor, and I enjoy her company immensely. But I dare not tell her the purpose of my stay here, nor of my true vocation. Those who do not volunteer in our struggle should not be forced to fight it.
Interesting. Well, she doesn't know about your struggle. Oh, you had orientation for your classes? Awesome. Ooh, that's exciting. I don't know why I get so excited. Like in high school and stuff, I hated school. But when I was going to college, I loved it. You know, it's just like a maturity thing, I guess.
You see this rack? Incredible quality. Your feet will love you more than your wife does.
I am not married.
Ah, you are better off. Come, feel it.
You have sold well today.
I have not sold a thing.
No, it's really
Janissaries
cool.
confiscated most of my rugs just because they were imported.
Do you know Tariq Barletti, their captain?
And it's cool to think about like
He's around
you
here
starting like a
somewhere.
new chapter, like a new, like you're doing a new thing, you know?
You insult me, sir.
That's
I
exciting.
cannot take less than 200 aksha for this. My final offer.
When I find him, I will ask about the rugs.
You drive a
Yes,
hard
college
bargain,
is better
Javan
than
Chair.
high school.
Shall we
Well, in high
compromise?
school, you're all like
180,
focused on the wrong things.
180 aksha.
You know,
We
all your
bought a
hormones
spread.
are going crazy. You're like thinking about, you know, relationships and stuff. Like the actual school part of it's kind of like a backdrop anyway. You know, I was just never committed to it. It was just like something I had to do. Yeah, I know you'll do well. Artist doesn't know how to do anything but do things well. I just hope you have fun. You know? And again, you know, if you need any help with anything, I'll try. You were still focused on this stuff in college? I get that. I just know high school was like debilitating that way. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm supposed to, okay, I'm supposed to trail this guy.
There he is.
Gotta tail him.
He said we had to report to him. That's terrible.
You were a lone wolf in high school? I had like a few close friends, but they've all like, as we've gotten older, they've all turned out to be like terrible people. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it's kind of upsetting, to be honest. Not all of them. They haven't all been that way. I say my best friend still is a good person. But unfortunately, all he ever does is work. Just because of his life circumstances. So, like, we don't ever get to hang out or talk anymore, really.
about a new home.
Do you think you'll
I think we will have an addition to the family soon.
are you doing this all like online? This college? Or is there are any of them like classes you go to in person?
I'm beginning to think this bazaar was the finest. If you have no business here, you do not belong. Clear the way.
Man, okay.
Just give
He walked right into me. Maintain distance. They didn't even give me a chance on that one. Oh, it's all online? The flipped classroom model. What is that? Not even sure what that is.
Of all Mehmet's accomplishments, I'm beginning to think this bazaar was the finest. If you have no business here, you do not belong. Clear the way.
Diplomacy requires a degree of secrecy, yes, but also a willingness to be open enough
No
to achieve
loitering.
understanding. Obviously.
If you have no business
Whoops.
here, you do not belong.
Yep. I deserve to get caught in that one. You do the homework and then you go to class to talk about it. Interesting. Interesting. So they want you to like do like the struggling like beforehand? Or do they give you like material to like read and then you fill out a thing and then you go to a class? Is that what they're saying?
If you have no business here, you
It
do
seems
not
that they
belong.
just handed you
Clear the
work
way.
and then was like, do this, and then you're just going to spend a couple hours like struggling because you have no idea what it is or what you're doing. And then you take it back and they're like, okay, well, this is how you do it. You bring your questions.
For all my talk of peace,
If you have no business here, you do not belong.
I mean, I guess I can see the logic there.
Well, quite the athlete, that one.
It just sounds like, I don't know, I'd be afraid of my students getting super frustrated.
This is an important meeting. Make sure I am not being followed.
I guess we'll find out.
I would like a word with you.
Oh, there's money.
best have I...
Okay. What happened?
You'll regret that.
I was a young man.
I don't. Okay.
Selling fresh simit all day.
Okay. You're supposed to research, and they give you resources, and you can ask questions in Slack. They have office hours and mentoring classes on Wednesday, and the assignments are due the following Saturday.
What's the plan?
My father told me, please, friend. I will be gone for a few days.
When I was a young man, there was a baker who worked right here, selling fresh simit all day, every day. And I drink 2 at a time, sometimes 3. It is a shame.
I mean, I guess I could see how that would work. That's interesting.
Your business will do better.
What the? Why is that guy trying to kill me? Ah, okay. Okay, so you are supposed to like try it on your own, and then they help you, and then you can turn it in on Saturday. That makes a little bit more sense. Am I hidden? I think I'm hidden.
Let me get out of your way.
I said I could use it as a bomb. What is this? Splinter bomb? Cherry bomb. There we go. Oh, nope. Stay hidden. Yikes.
There may be trouble.
Did they tell you anything about using ChatGPT or
There may be trouble.
what their stance on it's going to be? I imagine that's something schools are struggling with right now.
You there. I will be back tomorrow. And if you have not disposed of all this foreign-made garbage, I will confiscate it myself and throw it into the Bosphorus. Lead the way!
We cannot pay the steward captain's head tax.
They're saying don't use it to learn because it'll become a crutch. Yeah, see, that's kind of what I was worried about. That's why I haven't leaned on it much, because I know my personality is like, when I find a way to do something quicker and easier, like my brain is going to just want to do that. Instead, you can use me and Brian as a crutch. I don't know how he was still seeing me over there. Yeah, because we will be like, we're not just gonna give you the answer. We'll be like, we'll like try to mentor you in the right direction, right? He's way over here now. There we go.
What news?
Manuel has agreed to meet you, Tarek. He's waiting by the arsenal gate.
An eager old weasel, isn't he? Come.
Most interesting.
Is that it? Cool. We did it.
To get himself killed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would be happy to help.
The curious display.
Drinking too much coffee.
Let's see. Which one of these is closer? Okay, this one's just down here. That's not far. Hers is over there. Did they give you like an editor or something that you're going to use, or what are you going to be coding in? Brush up. Yeah, I was just doing... The only one of those I haven't really done anything with is React. But I think, if I remember correctly, I think Brian said he had a lot of experience with React. You downloaded something? Yeah, you probably downloaded like an IDE. So like NetBeans or... what was the one I was using in my Python class? Oh, I've got it on here. It starts with, I think it starts with a PyCharm. That's what it was, PyCharm. But that wouldn't, you wouldn't be using that for your stuff probably. There he is.
We may verify the amount, I think. But the money stays with me until I have seen the cargo for myself. And the say its quality. Understood.
VS Code? Yeah, Visual Studio
Trust
Code.
without cynicism.
Visual Studio, yeah. That one is Microsoft, I believe.
Oh, what now?
You will have access to the arsenal. When you are satisfied, the cargo will be delivered to a location of your choosing.
Are your men prepared to travel?
That's a very popular one.
Olikala. I will have a map drawn up for you.
It actually has there actually is an integration with ChatGPT called Copilot, I believe. I think Copilot is VS Code.
One of my men claims he saw a shipment of weapons enter the arsenal. So I got curious.
Weapons? I would like to see them for myself.
Short of killing everyone, I'm not sure how you will get inside.
You have been warned twice. No merchants near the arsenal wall. Take this away.
Hypocrites! If your men did not buy my produce, I would not sell it here! You are worse than the Byzantines, you traitor!
Ah! Hold your tongue, parasite!
Even in times of peace, the poor are always under siege.
If we
That
inspire
and
them to
GitHub?
vent their
Yep.
anger, perhaps that will help our cause.
That's cool. Well, those are definitely things you'll probably use in your job. Maybe not precisely GitHub and not precisely VS Code, but very similar things. GitHub is like a where you could like stage your products and stuff, your projects.
Feigning solidarity to push your own agenda. What a gentleman. No?
It is not pretty, I know.
I'm gonna bribe these guys, to make everybody mad so they'll start a riot.
The Janissaries are corrupted, good people of Constantinia.
What is this? Should buy this. Oh, I can't.
Good citizens of Istanbul, the Janissaries collude against you. Do not suffer their injuries. Return them.
Go.
That gate will not stay closed for long.
The people are doing you a favor, Ezio. Return it, and keep them safe from harm.
What? Is your job local to you? No, mine's actually in a totally different state. Well, okay, technically, we do have like a data center near where I live, but I never go in there. I just work from home. Get over here and get these guys. No, get up. There we go. Yeah, I decided to break down. I sit on a computer all day, might as well get paid. Yeah, I mean, you're right. You might as well get paid. What's going on back here? This place is a mess. What am I just supposed to kill these guys? Is that what I'm doing here? Just killing these dudes? You wait, buddy. You're gonna get yours. There it is. Hey, come back. Hydrate. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you can, like, I'm not the kind of person who needs to go into an office. Like, I know some people are like that. Like, some people need more, like, social interaction than I do. But there's a family of 6 here, you know? Like, I got plenty of human time. Okay, this guy's annoying. Would you just die already? Thank you. Okay, bro. Do something then. Are these guys broken or something? You can't even, like, kick at them or anything. Finally. All right. What are you guys doing? There it is. Kill that guy. Get this last guy down here. Why does this lady have a pitchfork? There it is. Was I just supposed to kill all these guys? I think something might be broken.
Would you prefer being buried or burned? You will soon benefit the diet of several crows, I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah, I feel no need to go into an office if I can avoid it. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. What am I supposed to do here? This is obnoxious. Follow Manuel's trail. Okay. How do I know where his trail goes? Once I worked from home the first time, I was hooked. Oh, yeah. It's just so nice. I knew it. I'm hurting here. Okay, there goes this trail. Yeah, they talked like very briefly about making people go back to the office and stuff. And they did like surveys and they were like, you know, would you be willing to go back to the office? What are your thoughts about returning to office? Blah blah blah. And I think so many people were just like so adamantly like, no. Nobody wants to do that they just gave up on it. Because they just stopped talking about it. Which I mean, like, of course, like, it just doesn't make, it just, especially for like my job is completely on a computer. So like, why do I need to go to an office? But other people's jobs, you know, obviously people who are like setting up equipment or hooking up data centers, or if it's like a service job, like in a service industry, like, yeah, obviously they have to go in. But if you don't need to, like, why would you, you know, like, I think COVID made a lot of people change their priorities in life. And like, if they don't have to be uncomfortable working in an office setting and away from their family and stuff, like, why would they? And I know that's where I stand, you know, like, there's no need for me to be away from my family and everything if I don't have to. I'm fortunate enough though that like I can have that stance because I know a lot of people can't, and a lot of people like, if I wanted to, and this isn't, I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying, like, I know I could get a job somewhere else fairly easily. Because my job is a very high in-demand job. And there's like a shortage of people qualified to do it. But not everybody has that kind of leverage, you know? Gotcha. Oh, it's a party over here. Yikes. Oh, there's guys down here too. Yeah, I get tired of all these people with commercial real estate portfolios talking crap about saying working from home. Yeah, I mean that's exactly it, right? If they're talking smack about it, they have ulterior motives. Because it's so obviously and clearly like what's best for people that if you're against it, in my mind, I'm like you're just you know, you're in it for yourself somehow. It benefits you to force other people to go into to work.
20 years in the city, living like a cipher. Finally, everything is falling into place.
When the Paleologos line is restored, Manuel, do not forget who helped you bring it back.
Of course not, my friend. I would not dream of betraying a man of your influence. But you must be patient. Nova Roma wasn't built in a day. I'm satisfied. Take me to my ship. If a single one is damaged, the money stays with me.
Merda.
What's up, boys? Yeah, hi. What is the answer to these guys, huh? What is the magic sauce here? What should I be using against them? How about this? That work? Just shoot him in the face. That works. I just need to escape. There's no reason to force someone to come into the office. If someone wants to go into the office, let them. And people that don't force them. I can't understand what's so difficult to get. No, I mean that's you're right. Like I know a lot of it is like, oh well, we paid for this commercial real estate. Hey, okay, you know what? I'm calling some friends. Get them, boys. Are you gonna die at some point, or? All right.
You are finished.
A lot of dudes. What am I locating? Why does it keep telling me to locate something? I just need to run away. I think this is the exit. Yeah, like I've seen all the LinkedIn stuff, and it's always these like completely out of touch CEOs who are like, oh, working from home is killing productivity and blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, show me the numbers. Yes. 9 times out of 10, if the rich are telling you to do something, it's in his and all of his rich friends' interests to do that. Yep. You're 100% right.
Tyr, lead the way.
Like, it's like my stance that, like, the rich can't get rich without stealing from the poor. You know? Like, you can't get rich unless you're taking money from somebody else. But a lot of people who are like, oh, the American dream is to get rich and blah, blah, blah. And like, no, it isn't. That's not the American dream. The American dream is to, like, live for the pursuit of happiness. Happiness, not money. You're supposed to be pursuing happiness here. It's not to get rich. And they've sold you a lie if they're telling you the only way to be happy is to be rich. Right? Like, that's just feeding into the machine. Creating wealth. Yeah, right. That's why it sits in the bank and gains interest. Interest that comes from all of our bank accounts and goes into their pockets. And then they have generational wealth where it's all tied up in their own family and never leaves their estates. Like, it's just all BS. That whole trickle-down economics crap is just lies. It's 100% lies. Yeah, it's interesting they don't have to pay taxes on. And if they're not paying taxes, guess what? They're not paying for the roads we drive on. They're not paying for any of that stuff. But that money has to come from somewhere. It comes from us. We have to pay for all that they then take advantage of and don't pay for ever. They don't pay their fair share. Look, I'm sorry, chat. If you're in here and this stuff is offending you right now, like, look, you know where I stand now.
Salute. I am closing in on 2 more books. One near Topkapi and the other in
yes, the middle class.
District.
Basic first. Topkapi will be a dead end.
Ah, see.
What do you make of this?
Just the facts.
Oh, incredibile.
Well, it's like Musk buying Twitter, right? Like, look at the timeline.
This must be a
Once people found a way to, like,
original.
use Twitter as a social organization platform, and they were able to organize protests and do all these things and start whole movements, like Bernie's, like, socialism movement and everything.
I do not keep
When
much
Elon
here,
Musk
but
saw that, they were
this time
terrified
they
of
made
it.
off with a
The rich were
portrait of some
terrified.
value.
So they're like,
It is
how
a
can we
shame.
destroy this? We need to
keep
destroy
working.
the
I will
masses'
find your
ability to gather
Ezio, the thief
and
could be
communicate
anywhere
with
by
each
now.
other. We need to
The
destroy
thief
it.
came for money.
So
but
what did
took
he
a
do? He
painting.
bought it
He
and
should
then
be
drove
close
it into
by,
the ground.
eager to get rid of it.
Well,
That's
if you happen to
100%
find
what
it
is
within the
happening.
next few
He
hours,
never intended
meet
to
me
make
by the
money
Apple
off of
Dot.
that,
I
ever.
will be running errands.
Ever. Never intended to make a dime. Didn't care. He wanted to buy it explicitly to destroy it. And thus destroy our ability to organize an effective movement. Because if the people can't get together and communicate with each other, if they can't have that, like, free and open communication like that, you know, we're doomed. We can just live under their yoke. To him, it's nothing. Money is nothing but a plaything to Elon Musk. Yeah, just he don't care. It's just a plaything. Yeah, that money would, like, he could have done so many great, wonderful things with that money. What did he do? He spitefully used it to crush our ability to organize. That's 100% what it is. Yeah, once you have that much, it's just meaningless.
If only Aunt Funda could see this.
always a man with a suspicious look.
Where is it, Landro? Confess!
I have done nothing. You cannot prove that.
I do not need to. I will just keep hitting you until you...
That was easy.
I do not care how you got the painting. Just tell me where it is.
I sold it to a merchant in the bazaar. How else will I feed myself?
Next time, find a nicer way to be a canalla.
Now the old Altair would have killed that man. But Ezio's he's a better guy. I remember the first game, it was like, you would like get information out of someone and just murder them in cold blood, like right there on the street. Like he told you what you wanted to know. Why are you killing him? They didn't really even have a reason to kill him. He just did.
If you are curious, a luminous portrait. You see how lifelike she looks. Her beauty shines through.
I don't need to steal it. I'll just buy it. Merchant didn't know it was stolen. You know? Yeah, as soon as Elon announced he was going to buy Twitter, I just deleted my account so hard. I knew it was the beginning of the end on that one. And I didn't want him to have access to anything of mine. Goodbye. To keep up with K-pop news. Like, I'll be honest, I miss it sometimes because honestly for work I used to use it to get a lot of like threat intel. Like you could follow like researchers and stuff like that and get a lot of intel that way.
It is a good likeness, don't you think?
I prefer the original.
Buffone. This was a gift from my father for my 28th birthday.
Well, I do miss Twitter,
I had to
but
sit for
I'm not
Mr.
going back to
Albrecht
that.
Dürer for a full week. Can you imagine me sitting still for
And people
7
thought
days
people
doing
thought
nothing?
I cannot.
Una tortura.
the
So,
Facebook
I
guy
found
was
you
bad,
another book location.
and then
And
Elon
it is
Musk
not
comes
far
along.
From here, actually.
Grazie.
Like holy moly!
Ezio, what is this all about? You are not a scholar, that much is clear. Do you work for the church?
Not the church, no. But I am a teacher, of a kind. I will explain one day, Sophia. When I can.
Ah, Sophia. We're trying to keep you safe by not getting you involved. Yeah, he makes Zuckerberg look tame. For sure. Well, Zuckerberg was never, like, openly evil. Like, Musk just, like, he's got so much... He just doesn't care, and you can tell he just doesn't care. It's a shame, too, because, like, SpaceX is legitimately cool. And so is Tesla. Those are cool things that he's doing. So, like, I want to like things about Elon Musk's, but, man, the whole Twitter thing and, like, other stuff he says and his political affiliations and all that, like, just reeks of just awful. Yeah, Zuckerberg is probably quietly evil. But I mean, I don't know. You know, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. I don't really know. There's not as much evidence of him being evil as there is as Musk. But again, maybe I'm just like, in comparison, like, he seems super tame. Oh yeah, I haven't touched... Yeah, I deleted Facebook a long time ago too. Before Twitter. But I deleted Facebook too. But that wasn't necessarily because of anything Facebook was doing. It was more because of my behavior on Facebook. I was just way too, well, doing what I'm doing now, which is complaining about politics. But I was fighting with people about politics way too much. And it would make me angry. And then I would be like snippy with my kids for no reason. And then it's just not, it just wasn't worth it. You know? Because it's not like I can convince those people how wrong they are. It's not like I could ever win them over or convince them of anything. So it was just a waste of time, ultimately. Okay, I'm supposed to get up here. How do I get up here?
Join your stewards of Pisantia. Cast out these demons. You must be of one purpose. Aiding your stoic protectors. Help the steward cause.
Use the Apollo symbols to reveal it. Yeah, you can't win. Before you got here, Tardis, I was just talking about I had an online argument with somebody. But yeah, you're right. Like, you just can't win. Especially when they're not there to, like, debate or to have their mind changed. You know? So you're never going to convince them they're wrong. Or even, like, make them, like, consider your opinions. Like, they're not there with good intentions. It isn't like an open forum for discussion. It's like this game too, though. Like, Musk would definitely be a Templar. Because he would think that, even if he thought he was doing the right thing, well, of course he would think he's doing the right thing. But he would think that the only way to do it would be to, like, control people and force them to do the right thing. Against their will. Like, that would be an Elon Musk thing to do. Like, he took over Twitter in order to, you know, what he says, prevent people from, what did he say? Didn't he say it was like to defend free speech or something? But really all that means is like he saw that they were like banning Trump's account. And he was like, they shouldn't have that power to do that. I'm going to take that away from them. I got to drop down here. Yeah, free speech. Only when they want to speak, though. You're not allowed to speak. But that's exactly what this battle between the Assassins and the Templars are. Like, the Templars think that their idea of ensuring peace is by oppressing everyone and forcing them to behave, basically. And the Assassins are obviously, you know, all about freedom. Oh, I'm gonna die. Form of the Ox unlocked. What do these bookstores do? That's not a bookstore. Why'd that music get all sinister? Did you hear that?
No need to be reckless.
Like, I think Tesla and SpaceX are cool despite Elon. Right, give me my money back. Wait, did I get him?
Stop wasting my time.
Yeah, I think I did. Okay, what is this? Yep, stick my thing in a hole. I mean, like, so like Tesla kind of like is forcing the EV market to happen, right? Like they showed that there was a big demand for it, and they made like all these innovations and stuff in that field. So like in that way, like they're pushing things forward, which I like, which is cool. Same thing with SpaceX. Like no one's been doing anything like new and interesting with space stuff. And then here you have SpaceX, like where they're using like reusable rockets for the first time, and then they're like having this thing land itself on a floating barge out in the ocean to be able to reuse it. Like that stuff's really cool.
This should do.
And no one else would be doing that.
Not,
so he could use his money for good. But then the rest, you know, the rest of his personality and everything is just so like terrible. Chase the Templars.
You will not leave here alive.
Okay. Well, I failed that. I failed that immediately. No, I have not watched the Black Mirror. I haven't watched it in a long time. I can't remember what season I stopped
You will
on.
not leave here alive.
I watched what was the season I watched? There was like some weird guy who was he making like virtual versions of like women he knew or something? Oh no, I have not seen the new season. Is it good? Have you been watching it? Also, I think it's on HBO, and I don't have HBO.
Show yourself. He's dead. Ville.
Oh, there's a Star Trek one? Yeah, was it Star Trek? Yeah, it was something very much like, it was like Star Trek. It was like, yeah. That's what it was. It was like Star Trek. Is my camera opaque? Oh, you know what? I bet that's in the NVIDIA broadcast thing. Oops, I did the wrong one. I did the wrong one. Yikes. Oh, it's on Netflix? No, I haven't seen it. I'll have to check it out.
Somewhere. Assassin!
He's behind us! Rickstatu! David!
Uh-oh. No, I didn't mean to do that. Really? Really? Ouch. Have you been watching it, TARDIS, I take it? Ah. The episodes were good, but nothing really memorable. I watched the... Oh, you know what? That's a good... I think tomorrow is actually the new... I watched the new season of The Witcher, but they hadn't finished it yet when I watched it. But I think tomorrow is when the next one comes out.
Assassin!
So that's exciting.
Show yourself!
¡Scotoste con bastardo!
Jeez. A long way to go.
Show yourself!
No! Have you watched any of The Witcher, TARDIS? Did you ever play The Witcher games? I don't remember if we talked about this. Because of the whole Cavill thing? I mean, he's in the third season. He's just not in the ones after that, right? Yeah, because I almost fell in the water.
Assassin!
I mean, the books kind of go that way too. To be fair. Like, Ciri becomes, or is more of like the main character. I've read all the books.
Show yourself!
I've played a little bit of The Witcher 3.
We have gunpowder. We should use it.
Give me some
Did you like it? You had to mute me. I don't think I said any spoilers. That explosion looked real bad just then.
He's behind us.
Yeah, I don't think I said any spoilers. I mean, Ciri is in the show.
Never underestimate this madman!
Now, body.
Said stuff about Ciri? Well, I won't say any more. I don't mean to spoil anything. But also, I don't know that that's where the show goes anyway. Just because the book went there, you know, they don't stick to everything in the books. So it's definitely possible that they did something else anyway. treasure. Lots of stuff down here. Ew, a sticky pouch. Oh, I didn't even know that Hemsworth was taking over. Yeah, that's a little... That'll be interesting. We got the key! Not even the good Hemsworth? Yeah. What else has Liam been in? I'm not sure what I've even seen him in. Liam Hemsworth. Excuse me. Yawning. He was engaged to Miley Cyrus. Was he the wrecking ball? That was terrible. It's not my fault, okay? My voice was raspy. Normally I sound awesome. Could have been. You might have been the wrecking ball. Those ladies literally came out of that wall, it looked like.
By the damnable axe of the assassin brotherhood.
Liam Hemsworth. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I mean, that's a... those are tough shoes to fill. I mean, I do not envy any man trying to take over the role of Henry Cavill in anything. That dude just oozes like swagger, you know? Is there a big delay? I mean, it could just be that I'm stupid. No, but it says everything's green. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be a lag on this end anyway. Maybe on Twitch's end there is. I don't know how to fix that on my end. I don't know how I'd be able to tell if that's on my end. 14 seconds. That might just be my internet here. My internet kind of sucks. I don't know why. Because my internet provider sucks. You want to talk about like corporate greed and monopolies and doing things that are against public interest and blah blah blah, like ISPs are probably one of the worst ones. And we don't in this area, like there's literally one provider and you're just stuck with them, and they know you're stuck with them, so they don't change anything or do any better.
The Templars have retaken their archive on Cyprus. Abbas sent no reinforcements. It was a
Yeah,
massacre.
monopolies, man.
Oh my god.
Maria, when we left Masyaf 10 years ago, this order was strong. But all our progress has been undone.
Abbas must answer for this.
Answer to whom?
Yeah,
The
that's an
assassins obey
auto mod
only his
thing in
command
Twitch that did that.
Resist your desire for revenge, Altair.
I tried to
Speak
click
truth
allow,
and you will
but
see
it's
their
not letting
error.
me click it. Like I'm clicking it over here, but it's not doing it. Anyway.
deserves to die.
Perhaps. But if you cannot win back the Order by honorable means, its foundation will crumble.
You are right. 30 years ago, I let passion overtake my reason. And it caused a rift that has never fully healed.
Some interesting backstory stuff with Altair.
Speak reasonably, and reasonable men will listen.
Some will, but not Abbas. I should have expelled him 30 years ago when he tried to steal the apple.
But you earn the respect of the other assassins because you let him stay.
How do you know this? You were not there.
I married a masterful storyteller.
Yeah. Use it incorrectly like everybody else.
Masyaf is a shadow of its former self.
We have been away for a long time.
But not in hiding. The
Oh.
Mongol threat demanded our attention and we rode to meet it. What man here can say the same?
Where is our eldest son? Does Darim know his brother is dead?
I sent him a message 4 days ago. With luck, it has reached him already. Abbas, I almost pity him. He wears his grudge like a cloak.
His wound is deep. It will help him to hear the truth.
As I walk these streets, I sense a great fear in the people. Not love.
Abbas has dismantled this place and robbed it of all joy.
We may be walking to our doom, Maria.
We may, but we walk together.
If Abbas is so terrible, why do we keep him around all this time? I don't understand. Were those guys all just, were they all T-posing
We
just
seek
then?
the truth about our son's death. Why was Seth killed?
Is it the truth you want? Or an excuse for revenge?
If the truth gives us an excuse, we will act on it.
Surrender the apple, Altair, and I will tell you why your son was put to death.
Ah, the truth is out already. Abbas wants the apple for himself, not to open your minds, but to control them.
You have held that artifact for 30 years, Altair, reveling in its power and hoarding its secrets. It has corrupted you.
Very well, Abbas. Take it.
What?
Before I executed your son, I told him you ordered it yourself. He died, believing you had betrayed him.
Altair! Altair! No!
Oh, look what you did, Altair. You fool.
Strength. Altair.
Maria.
He is possessed! Kill him! Take the apple, now!
Jeez. I like how this guy's just chilling, just standing. Well, that could have gone better, I guess. Dunk. Oh, got him right in the nuts. Well, I came because they killed my son, and then they killed my wife also, so... Not great. Ouch. Give me that sword. There it is. Okay. Is the door up top? How do I get out of there? There it is.
Father, I got your message. What has happened?
Darim, turn back!
Have they all gone mad?
We have to go. Abbas must not get his hands on the apple.
If you need more knives, take them. Above you! Where is Mother?
She's gone, Darim. I'm sorry.
Ahead of us! What? How?
Later. First, we fight.
Brothers, we need not fight.
Forget reason, Darim. They've been poisoned by lies.
Jeez.
We must leave at once!
What? Okay, what's going on? Why did he stay up here? Oh, he ran this way.
Watch out!
Wait, where? Where'd he go? Okay. I thought I was following him.
We must leave at once!
He turns around and then he runs this way.
Hurry!
He turns around again. Ah, okay.
Watch out!
Okay, here he is. He's running again.
No! We cannot let them catch us!
Where are you going, dude? Jeez, okay.
Was it Abbas who killed my brother?
He killed your brother, Malik, and countless others.
He is a madman.
A madman with an army.
He will die. One day he will pay.
Where will you run to now?
If you spare me, I will sacrifice Tugo.
Whoa! Not good. Where are they going? Double time. Please don't let me leave. God save us. Steady there!
Stand up!
Good job.
Keep my head down and run.
I have done nothing!
I just appear in a puff of smoke. Ouch. Okay.
It is time to go!
It's time to go.
Was it Abbas who killed my brother? I will have the apple, Altair, and I will have your head for all the dishonor he brought upon my family. You cannot run forever! Not from us, and not from your lies!
Maria. My love.
Rough day. Sequence 5 complete.
Excellent news, Claudia. I now have a name. Manuel Paleologos, nephew of the deposed Byzantine Emperor Constantine. I have few doubts that he is the man leading the Templars. My task now is to interrogate a traitorous janissary named Tarek Barleti and find the location of the Templars' army. Until then, Sophia and I will continue our search for the one key that remains hidden. With every passing moment, I know my chances grow slimmer. And yet I cannot help but linger some days to stay an extra hour with her. To hear her voice and watch her face animate with joy as she speaks of the things that move her. Her books, her city, her memories. I cannot help but think what a shame it will be when I find the final key.
Ezio's in love. Okay. I think this is where we're going to call it, everybody. We'll see how far we got. We started at 25% synchronization. Now I know that 100% isn't necessarily... That's not the end of the game. Like, I mean, that's past the end of the game. So now we're at 32%. Oh, I didn't beat the game yet. It's not over. This is just where we're going to stop tonight. I'm only at 32% total synchronization for the game. But yeah, we're on number 4 there, Revelations. So, I'm feeling pretty good. We got 77 days left till Mirage comes out. I think we're going pretty well. So yeah. All right, everybody. Well, have a good one. Oh yeah, you were curious. Yeah, there's a lot left. And then I've got 3 bonus games on there too that we might play at some point. They're totally different. They're like side-scrolling. I don't know if platformer is the right word, but they're like side-scrolling adventure games. All right, have a good night, TARDIS. I'll see you later. See you tomorrow. And thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it.